Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Aquarians and it's for the month of May, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this coffee cup. I hope it helps you see what's coming, what's hidden, what are important factors for you to know, and all the messages that are important for every Aquarian. I hope you'll enjoy it again. I wish you abundance of joy and best wishes to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. Let us begin this reading. First, I'd like to let you know, prior to this, I do meditate if you're new to this, and I'm given information which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you right at the end of this reading, so stay tuned for that. Now, the other thing is, I'd like to show you what your cup looks like. Here we go. Wow, nice. Very nice. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Let us begin right from the start. The first thing I see here, it looks like there is some sort of a recognition needed. You need to be patient, number one. You need to use moderation in your actions and your talks, your expressions. Very important. You need to recognize your own limits and be mindful that you may need to step back a little bit and look at the bigger picture. Face the possibilities and be honest with yourself so that you can move forward without problems. There are fears. I see fears. I see worries. There are tense situations that you are very afraid of or worried about. And that's natural with what's happening in our world and maybe perhaps what's happening in your world also. But I do see transformations. Change is taking place. And this change is going to move you in some ways. There is restlessness. Something about pregnancy, starting something new, or considering a pregnancy. There's something like that. There could be the birth of a child. There may be a situation where there's a renewal, but there's also something to do with departure. Someone leaving. Very interesting. Some of you may be going through a period of financial difficulty, it looks like. Have faith in yourself. You will overcome this challenge and move forward. I see that. I do see that there is something brewing in the background without you knowing. There's some sort of a breakthrough that's going to come through for you. You're going to be doing something else. Whatever you're doing now that you're having financial difficulty with, you're doing something else. Something better is coming along, that's for sure. I also see that the transformations are going to transcend you to a better position in life. Just be patient a little bit and you'll see things are going to go well. You feel isolated, you feel sad, you feel guilty sometimes. And I feel like communications are not doing well. You need to communicate better. You need to express maybe your emotions or your thoughts, and also know that you're expressing them to someone that really cares about you. I do see someone that's very, very caring, very loving. Someone the same as you, air energy, my dear Aquarius, like Aquarius. Could be Libra or Gemini, but I see Aquarius also for the majority. I see Aquarius and I see Aquarius horse, perhaps. Chinese year of the horse here, very strong. I feel like there's a short trip. Maybe it's not that short, but shortly you'll be going on a trip. I would say another 3 to 6 weeks time. That's what I'm seeing. It's not months, it's weeks. 3 to 6 weeks from now. I'm doing this reading in mid-April, so it could be June actually. I'm looking at June. Something, yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. It will go into June, and it's a May reading, so June. But there is a beautiful trip where there's a lot of heart-to-heart conversations with someone you care about, and it's important to express and communicate well so they can understand what it is that you are what you are feeling within. I do see that it's time now for emotional fulfillment, and you're going through that. Those of you who haven't met the right person, you are going to be meeting the right person, someone wonderful and someone of air energy. Again, we've got air energy. Before they told me it was Aquarius, now I just got air. So the majority of you are going to be dealing with air energy. But guess what? There's also Sagittarius here, the archer. So Sagittarius fire, which is one of your soulmates. So this could be a twin flame fire, because your soulmate is earth and fire. So fire with air, it's a twin flame. Someone really wonderful that you will connect with on a very high level. Guaranteed success is there for you. Manifesting a lot of your dreams and wishes is there also. Some of your wishes are getting manifested. Something major happening in August. Something big happening in August. This person, there's a person that there may be a distance between you and someone. They feel like they wish they were there with you. You've done everything right. You're on target. You've done everything right. It's just the compass of your life. It seems like maybe some new strategy may be needed, because I feel like that there is a distance. It's like this person wants to come near you, wants to be close, but there is something like a distance between. I do see domestic harmony when you are together. I do see that there's extra money coming in also. Some of you are celebrating that extra amount of money. Some of you are getting into business to do with retail. Some of you are finishing one kind of chapter of work and starting a new one. And some of you are going into retirement. But you do have, even for those of you who are going into retirement, there are ideas, like you want to do something that's inspirational, a new source of income, something that's maybe part-time, but you want to do it, something you love doing. There is a new creative situation possible, a job that gives you inspiration, because it's like short period of time and doing something simple, that it's not very hard. You're finally going to be facing the end of a difficult situation. Things are going to be improving big time for you. A new future is about to start very soon, not now, but soon. I see that there is an angel protecting you, guarding you. Someone is going out of your life. There's someone leaving. I saw that actually. Yeah, there's someone leaving your life. There it is. So yes, somebody's leaving. And there could be a wish that will not be granted. Sort of, it looks, it's part of that. There is someone leaving. There could be an end of a situation at the same time. Maybe you're clinging too tightly on things, and sometimes you've got to let go so that the energy flows, okay? You can't force things to happen. There is recovery needed. Recovery is going to bring you the right resolutions. I do feel like your perception is needed now. You need it to unite with your intuition. Your perception and your intuition have to entwine and work well together. Your heart, your gut feeling. Something is ending. Some of you are having arguments, problems, marriage separations. There is separation. And that was the end of the part that I said something is ending, but a new future is coming. So you've just got to know how to deal with this ending. Self-love plays the biggest role. Healing and self-love, breathing, giving time for healing, and knowing, understanding that when a chapter closes, it closes for a reason. It doesn't just close. Something else is about to happen. Something new is about to begin. Your life is expanding. You've got to just be careful not to take any risks in regard to business or buying something at face value. Try to look at everything before you do any action. And signing documents, lawyers, you've just got to be very cautious. There's something creative maybe you want to do. It might be connected to family. Perhaps it's connected to family, not necessary. Okay. Right, yes, I was here. Some of you are meeting someone very industrious, someone that is very reliable, someone that you will love the qualities within them. They're so capable. You'll love that. You're starting over an emotional start with someone that's going to bring you a lot of loving family. starting a new life, a new love, looking at, because I'm seeing eggs all over the place, and eggs are always about starting a new life. Of course, don't put your eggs in one basket. If there is a lot of money coming, spread it, because I see 2 bunches of eggs, but the eggs also are about savings, resources, and they're about the nest, about starting a family. Many of you are thinking maybe of starting a family, or maybe breeding pets, animals, and wanting to start that, because there's a lot of eggs. Anyway, financial relief is there. I'm seeing that you are going to be contented. There's loving energy there. I see that there's a supporting role that you're doing, you're growing. Some of you are working in partnerships, like you're not alone, and that's helping big time. Now, I'm seeing that there was a situation where it was causing a bit of problem. There was a wedge. Someone was trying to come between you and what you love, or a friend, or something you want. But you're not letting that happen. Yeah, you're not letting that happen, even though at the cost of that's very strange what I'm seeing here. There could be a situation where someone is torn between 2 situations. Being in love with 2 people, could that be? This isn't for every Aquarius. This is just for probably the minority. You're torn between 2 relationships, and you don't want anything to stop that. You want, in a way, you're not torn, actually. Oh, this is very bizarre. You're with someone and you're with someone else. It looks like you might be comparing, you might be torn because they're both perfect. You've got to make a choice in this world. And somebody might say, no, we don't have to make a choice. We've got the freedom to do what we want. Yes, that we do. Okay. So judgment aside, we'll just talk about the transformations are going to be profound. There's renewal in your life. And you know what? I do see surrender. So you might be surrendering one of these people. I do see fire energy entering your life and giving you a head start with something. This is going to be someone that you do well together. You connect on a very high level. And I see a home, I see roots, I see comfort, I see family, traditions. So maybe you will follow the trend, the traditions of, choosing one over another. There is someone that you have inspiration with, and there's someone that you have incredible passion with. So you're torn maybe between 2. Maybe you're not actually taking action in regard to one, but you are sort of moved by someone else, like moved by 2 people. Let's put it that way. Okay, we'll leave it at that. This is, like I said, minority. Not every Aquarius goes through this. And yeah, I don't like seeing things that people don't like to hear, but when it comes without me holding back, it comes. Anyway, boundaries are needed to be set. There's strategies needed to be implemented, but a transition is imminent. There's a change, big time. Major change happening. There's an end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one that will transform your thinking. You will surrender to the norm, to the fundamentals, to the foundations of building a new life. And you're taking action, and you're freeing yourself from that which you were stuck with, if it was torn between 2 people. Now, patience is needed, because there's a temporary situation that's been bugging you, bothering you. It's going to come to an end. You'll be back on the right path and doing, something that you usually do. Oh my God, what is this with eggs again? Eggs all over the place. 3 sets of eggs. Some of you are really looking at breeding. Some of you are thinking of having children, starting a family. That's what else? And resourcefulness. Okay, the egg is about resourcefulness. It's about success. It's about good plans, hard working, and starting over, and savings. And of course, starting a family. Can be about breeding, like I said before. You're becoming pleased with your efforts, and your reward is luxury, and you're doing happy. There's a lot of money coming in. You're doing well, and a lot of happiness. Your reward's also happiness. Where there was fluctuation between income and indecision, You're putting all these new strategies, removing that which wasn't working, and then money is becoming available, even to the point where you can invest. A rewarding future. Financial discipline is needed. Even when you get a lot of money, you just got to be careful not to spend it. You might be overspending on things. So financial discipline is needed. And there is a great success on its way to you in a great new beginning happening very soon. I do see that there is something tempting you. You've got to be careful, because that temptation can break a bridge. And that means that would bring unsuccessful outcome to a situation. So be careful not to get tempted, because it's a test. It's a temptation that could test your whatever it is that you're doing. Cautiousness is here. You are warned to be cautious, to be tactful in order to accomplish whatever it is that you're accomplishing. But there is a sudden change, and there is crazy spending. Maybe a short-term loan you might consider taking. You might be opening a new credit card or something like that. But you've got to be very patient in difficult times, to ease the difficult times, because this sudden change is bringing on some difficulty, and it is also showing that cautiousness is needed. There is someone of earth energy that's very supportive, someone earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, standing by you, helping you. Maybe there's preparations underway to take the next step. This next step, it's all happening in June. Maybe even the spending is to do with June. There's a lot of spending and a lot happening in June. Yes, understanding would help you big time. I feel like your inner child is crying for some reason. Maybe because there is a situation with territory. You are living at a place or being at a place where you're not quite happy. Your inner child is longing for someone, longing for a better life, a better place, a better resolution. But I do see the endings. Again, another time, second time, I'm seeing the chapter ending, and there is spiritual action, a spiritual event taking place, and then there is a great new beginning. I feel like this new beginning is happening in the new year, in 2027, rather than this year. You're waiting for a package, you're waiting for a letter, you're waiting for some news. And I see the sun shining in this situation, bringing you the light and bringing you success and bringing you health. For those of you who are concerned about your health, your health is becoming better. I do see a twin flame or a soulmate, either one. There's some pairing of two amazing people together, like finding the one. Many of you are going to be going through that. But I also see that the ending of a chapter, now you're moving into integrating with someone else, that maybe there are no restrictions, but there are some boundaries needed to sort of structure your life, your new life. That's what it looks like to me, a new beginning. But the sun is there to revitalize everything, to direct your energy at the right place, to be purposeful, knowing what the best course of action is, and to be successful. I also see a lot of doubts are being removed. There's more optimism and more happiness, which is really good. Absolutely great. Moving on to the next level, I am seeing, oh my God, I passed it and I'm coming back again now doing the bottom part. It's strange. Sometimes that happens without even me intending to, without even me knowing this is happening. But there is someone stubborn. I can see a mule here. Someone that's extremely stubborn and set in their ways. They are not willing to change. And sometimes you find it hard to deal with this person. They conceal their innermost thoughts. And they present something like they put on a facade. Sometimes this person can put on a show. And you sometimes feel it, but you're not 100% sure. Sometimes this person can be doing something risky and taking a chance, which can be, this could cause you to face a painful and difficult situation. It is a necessary one somehow for you to learn from this. But in another way, it's going to teach you to change your perspective of people or of this particular person. Maybe you were standing for this person, then you're finally realizing that no, this person is not to be trusted because of their frame of thought. Sometimes you may feel like you're abandoned or others are letting you down. That happens. But I see a problem solver here. There is going to be the resolution of a problem. You're asking all kinds of questions, and you're finally sort of getting to understand that it is time for you to withdraw and contemplate, and not to preserve your strength, and don't let any distractions stand in your way. Don't judge situations, just surrender to them. Some situations you need to surrender to. Then you're going back to the basics. I see personal growth. You're learning and you're growing. Something is going out of control, but towards a positive. You're climbing the ladder, maybe upward trend. There's promotion, connections, somebody connecting you to a situation where you'll be very much rewarded. And you venture great rewards and they're on their way to you, and you're following your dreams. There's a lot of happiness. There's a letter, there's communications that are making you very happy. You're making contact, there's information coming, and a new opportunity, possibility, a path that's opening up that's going to give you a lot of happiness. For many of you, it's true love. You're finding your true love. And believe it or not, my dear Aquarius, I've got December here, which is around your birthday, maybe January, yeah, possibly. December, true love. This person could be the one, and the more you talk to each other, the more you're falling in love. You'll know this person is goal-oriented like you, and you'll try to understand them, and the more you do, you'll find bits and pieces of yourself within them, and that's going to make it connect on a high level. And believe it or not, back to this person is an air energy. Like I said, Aquarius leading the way. There's 5 Aquarius. So I was right when I said Aquarius horse before. That was so direct. Aquarius, born the Chinese year of the horse. The Aquarius is for the majority of you. The horse could be the minority. The Aquarius, and then I've got Libra Venus. I see Libra Taurus, and then there's Gemini Mercury, Gemini Virgo. Okay, so you will be dealing with earth and air, which is your twin flame. You got Aquarius, and you got Libra Taurus, and you've got Gemini Virgo. Both of them have earth in them, which is part of your soulmate. Your soulmate is earth and fire is entering your life anyway, so it works out well. As for earth energy, we've got Taurus Libra again, so that makes it 6 Taurus Libra. We've got Virgo Gemini again, which is 6 Virgo Gemini. And then there's 1, 2, 3 Capricorn. Earth energy. Wow. Now, let's talk about fire. Fire energy, we've got Aries. So remember, there's someone new entering your life. We've got Aries. There's 5 Aries. There's 4 Sagittarius. And 1 Leo. So that tells me the majority of Aquarians are going to be dealing with someone that's got Aries in them first, for the majority. Second, on the ladder comes Sagittarius, and then finally a drop of Leo. Now, moving on to the water energy, which is your karmic situation here. Now, for those of you who have just fallen in love with someone and you're thinking, how unfair, I've got to be honest and tell you that air and water don't go along well together. So there's always communication issues and problems. But there is also the need sometimes for water because air is dry. But anyway, it isn't a soul connection. It's not a twin. It's a karmic connection. Pisces leading the way for the majority of you. Pisces and Scorpio on a very high level for everybody. And then comes Cancer on the second level. And that is that. Now I'm going to go through the Chinese. And the Chinese are 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. There's heaps of them that are on the same level, like 4, 5 of each. Yeah, there's 4.5, 5 of each. Let's say these are for the majority of Aquarians. You're dealing with horse, Chinese year of the horse, the dragon. Okay, the horse, the dragon, the pig, the rooster, the dog, the rabbit, and the ox. number one. They're the majority. And then comes the rat. And the rat is a minority because there's only a few rats. Now I'm going to drink water and start delivering to you the messages. Now I'm good to go. The messages that came from meditation, here they are. My dear Aquarius, what does it say? We don't need glasses for this. Now it says, protection from outside danger. You are protected from outside danger. I've seen this before. Be open-minded. It's important to be open-minded. Consumed with love. You're overwhelmed and consumed with love. So many of you are falling, like I said before, finding the one. There is going to be a major transition in your life. Someone meant for you is coming. For those of you who are single. And they could be born in the Chinese year of the goat. And the goat also represents August. We had August here big time. You could be meeting them in August. Or they could be a Leo, Cancer, August. No, Virgo, Gemini, which we had a lot of Virgo, Gemini, 8, and Leo. They could be either Leo or Virgo, Gemini, but I feel like it's going to be Virgo, Gemini because there was 6 Virgo, Geminis in your reading, and there was hardly any. There was only one Leo, I think. There wasn't that many Leo, that's for sure. But it's going to be the one, true love. You got the goat and true love. So that's incredible. Trust and have faith that things are going to get better. Support and respect is going to be all over the place for you. Freedom. And the Chinese year of the rabbit. Some of you could be breeding cats or rabbits. Also, it is possible. And some of you could be meeting someone or dealing with someone that's born in the Chinese year of the rabbit. We had the horse, now we have the rabbit. Health. Before, I mean, not in the signs when I was doing them. Okay, health. Your health is going to be improving. There's good news coming. I saw the light, the sun. I want to reach out. Somebody wants to reach out to you. Very interesting. Okay, now I'm going to go through all the initials of people that you are going to be impacted by their names, initials. The more the number, the majority of you, my dear Aquarius, will be dealing with them. So I was given 5 times the letter Y for yes, 5 times the letter E for eggs, 3 times the letter I for I am, 3 times the letter S for Scorpio, 3 times the letter F for Fox, 4 times the letter C for Canada, Charlie, 3 times the letter F for fox, 2 times the letter H for horse, twice the letter G for grass, 4 times the letter Q for quails or quilt, 3 times the letter J for Japan, 3 times the letter K for kilogram, twice the letter D for dog. The rest are all one. X for X-rays or shield, Shauna, A for Antarctica, M for money, N for no, R for Rome, and B for butterfly. I was given one number 4. Remember I said the cat, Chinese year of the rabbit, that's a number 4 connected to it. It is also connected to so Chinese year of the rat here, the cat, sorry, the rabbit, and it's also connected to April. People born in April are Aries, and there was a lot of Aries in your reading, and also Taurus. And there was a lot of Taurus in your reading, Taurus, Libra, 6 of them. So something big happening in this month of April. I'm in April. Maybe something already did happen in April. It could be happening April next year also. It is possible. But it is about quick success. So it's going to happen within 4 weeks to maximum 4 months. Very quick success coming to you on a grand scale. Something about a successful situation, abundance of luck coming your way. From the time you see this reading all the way up to 4 weeks to 4 months. It's happening straight away because it's the luck and it is about quick success. I hope you enjoyed the reading, my dear Aquarius. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I wish you abundance of blessings in everything you do. Namaste.